Coach, opening statement, big 34-7 win over Princeton today.
Yeah, really pleased with our guys. There's points in the game where we didn't execute at a very high level, but to beat what I think is a really good Princeton team that's well coached, I'm proud of our guys. Extremely proud of how our defense played. Again, I think we have 4 interceptions today. I think that's 8 in the last 2 games. That's just been a critical piece of our continued success as a team. You saw us have a big special teams touchdown today. Braden Smith continues to be a weapon that way. I think he had about 135 yards or so in total return yards, and he had a huge effect in the game. And then, offensively, I thought we did a pretty good job running the football. I think we finished with about 181 on the ground there. And I thought Dwayne McGee had his first 100-yard game today. I thought he ran the ball really hard, and then decided to make a switch there a little bit later in the game, went with the young quarterback, and I thought, really just looking for a spark. And I thought Whit Neubauer came in, he was 7 of 11, 125 yards, and had a rushing touchdown. So just pretty pleased with how the young freshman came in and executed for us later in the game.
I know, talking to people earlier in the week, DJ, you watched him in warm-ups. Was he okay to go if he needed him?
Yeah, it's one of those things where, I'm a lineman. Sometimes those speed guys, we kind of spit on it and just go and drag it around if it hurts. Those guys that are a little bit fleet of foot, sometimes they got to feel a little bit better. And the worst thing we want to do is put a kid in a situation where he's got a potential to injure it worse. And we just made a decision to go with Hess Warren to start the game today.
And talk about TJ Moore's school record, 3 interceptions today. He seems to come up with a big play when you need him to the most.
He's been huge for us, and again, to watch our seniors play their best football at critical times in games, and those were 3 huge plays for us, and he continues to be a leader on and off the field. I'm really proud of his growth, just personally, and just really happy for TJ and all his success right now.
Talked a lot about that running success. When you are not throwing it as well, we switched around on running back game a lot this far. When McGee started breaking off some of those, how did it help you guys get back in the flow in the second half, especially once you changed quarterbacks? I thought the running game got better when Neubauer was in. I don't know how the attitude works on the
side. I'll be honest, I got after the offense at halftime. I think we were 0 for 6, and we had a couple turnovers, and I didn't think we were as consistent as we needed to be up front. And I got after them pretty good because we're not playing to our capability at times there. And I thought what you saw in the second half was I thought we did a much better job up front on the offensive line. And when you stay on schedule on the first and second down, it makes those third downs either more manageable or you're moving the sticks ahead of the game. And again, to their credit, no one sulked, no one pouted. They came out and accepted the challenge and played better. And you saw us move the ball in the second half.
Your pass rush today, Coach, I thought it was impeccable today. I mean, it made some plays happen. Even on sacks, they made plays happen with Isaac sacking the quarterback and causing the fumble.
Yeah, real early in the game. And I think, again, our front 4 continues to play really well. And we're about 8, 9 guys deep in that room. But again, the ability to generate negative plays, I think their line did a good job today. They had a fair amount of little ball fake, play action pass stuff where we were having to convert pass rush. And I think what you saw was our depth and our conditioning on a pretty warm day here in the middle of October really wore them down a little bit later in the game. And you saw us have a couple of big sacks that kept them out of scoring range late in the fourth quarter.
And it seems, even when they started inside your territory, defense still made it difficult for them to score. They went for on 3rd and 1 and scored on the 3rd and 1, but it took them 7 plays to get 32
I had an old coach who used to say, give ground grudgingly, right? The whole goal is to make folks work for it, right? Like, people are going to make plays, they work hard to scheme stuff, and they got good players on scholarship, but we want to make folks work for what they get, and we want to make them have to be super consistent. And our guys, again, when you match the punting game and the field possession game with what we've been able to do with negative plays and then the takeaways on defense, we just see that help our team excel right now. And we're 1-0 today.
And you already talked about them already, but your confidence in Whit going into the game and providing the spark there.
Yeah, we got coming into the season, we had a bunch of unknown commodities. There was not a quarterback, I don't believe, on the roster that had taken a snap at Mercer. And so it's not a knock on Hess at all. Hess has practiced and played well. Again, sometimes you just need a little bit of a change up and a spark. And Wick came in and he had a really good week of practice, in my opinion. And we've always known that the kid's got a cannon. And it's not for lack of arm strength, but when you're a freshman coming in and directing all the traffic can be a little bit different. And so felt like he was ready, and he came in and executed and really did well for us.
The top 4 receivers today, either running backs or slot guys. Just talk about how that factored in today.
Yeah, again, it goes to the unselfish nature of what our players are doing, and some of it's by design on some of that stuff as we look to take advantage of what defenses are giving us. And I thought we did a good job in a lot of those instances getting the ball on the perimeter. I thought there's a couple holdings on the edge there, but again, we knocked our penalties in half again. I think we only had 5 today. There's one egregious personal foul that we got to get cleaned up, and then the other stuff, you're just going to get them sometimes when you're playing hard.
Yeah, we saw you talk to Ian after the personal foul early on.
Yeah.
And that's what your emphasis is, just eliminate the before and after penalties.
Exactly. Just got to be smart when we're doing it.
Talked about the conference. We've talked about it several times throughout this year. It's a big thing. So you have a non-conference game today, but I know you haven't seen the film. But going into more conference games, what's the biggest, goal you have with a game like this going forward to help you with the conference game?
Yeah, I think the great thing and the crazy thing is I just told the guys in the locker room, we never want to get to the point where we feel upset about a win. We're going to enjoy the heck out of it. It is so hard to win college football games. It's hard to win college football games against good teams. And, I think that's the thing with our conference is that we cannot have some of the lapses, some of the turnovers, some of the penalties, some of the things that are negative in what we're trying to do. Again, we're still aspiring to play that elusive, clean game where I just feel like, man, we've hit our stride in all 3 phases. Again, I'm proud of our kids for their response. I'm proud of how the defense played. I'm proud of how the special teams played, and I'm proud of how the offense responded when challenged. And again, we go into a week where we win by 3 or 4 scores, and we got an opportunity to go on the road and play a good Sanford team, and hopefully have a chance to keep moving forward with SoCon, because that's really the first and ultimate goal right now.
Dewey today, 19 carries, 115 yards, only had three lost yards today. I mean, that's a pretty solid day.
Yeah, I thought he did just a really good job. Again, some of the design stuff to get him a little more on the perimeter today. And I thought he ran the ball hard. I thought he protected the football. And you see him get loose for some of those chunk yardage plays. And I've seen him do it for 4 years now. He's ultra consistent in what we ask him to do, and you just keep swinging the stick. He's eventually going to break a big one. And again, a big part of our rushing success today.
How long do you think it takes for opponents to kick away from Brady?
I don't know. Hopefully they keep guessing wrong.
Hey, he gives you an electric play whenever he touches the ball.
He does. Well, I think the other thing is we got some other electric guys back there.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Good. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you guys.
Come on, TJ. TJ, talk about the game today. How you guys limited them to 109 passing yards. Pretty big win today at home.
Today we came out pretty good. We gave up more rushing yards than we expected, but they tried to bring themselves back into the game by passing the ball, and we stopped them. So we did pretty good on defense today.
You're in the middle of the 51st season of Mercer football. Nobody's ever had 3 interceptions in the game. How does that feel for you?
Yeah, it's a real blessing. And the D-line got back there, so I get the props to the D-line and being the quarterback up. Made those mistakes today.
How much does the pass rush figure into what you guys are doing back there? How big is the pass rush for you guys this year?
We're not always relying on the pass rush, but it's a big help for us. We guard the best athletes on the field, so them guys being that good and get back there all the time is a real big favor for us.
And when the ball's thrown your way, how big are your eyes get?
Yeah, too big.
in a game like this where, early, but neither team's moving the ball as well, you come up with 3 interceptions in a game like that. Are you thinking in your head about the momentum at all, like helping your guys out on the other side of the ball when you pick it off?
Well, we all one team, so at the end of the day, the scoreboard reflects all of us. So if one side of the ball not doing good, the other side has to pick it up. So if we weren't doing good, I think those guys would pick us up, so we can turn the favor for them.
DJ, how much has this defense grown this week by week? What new things are you seeing you guys are doing that's a more maturity thing for you guys?
Well, we do have a lot of young guys playing, so I feel like they're just growing up more and more this week. We having more fun each week, so it's fun to go out there and trying to do better each week. So I'm trying to outdo the last game every game.
Hard to do when your defense is so good.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard.
Yeah.
Thanks, DJ.
Appreciate it.
Good. D, we talked about your game today, 115 yards on the ground, pretty big, another 100-yard rushing day for you. How's it feel to come out of a game like this and put such a dominating win on the board out there?
Felt good. I ain't gonna lie. A couple times I was kind of down on myself. Like, okay, my O-line's doing really good. Like, I ain't making no plays. Brought here to make plays, and then I was kind of down. But this week, I had a stomach bug and just head down and just told myself, you're gonna be all right. Just keep chugging. Like, we're dogs and good plays, and they showed it to me. Especially with PJ out, we know we had to just keep running the ball and just figure it out. But we came in, made big plays, and it all worked out.
Where does this performance today rank on what you've seen from this team so far? Do you guys see your running game getting better and the offensive line getting better every game?
100%. I feel like, honestly, we have the best running back room in the country. I feel like I'm the best running back in the country, honestly. And with O-line, it's just a lot of us didn't know each other at first. So, over time, it takes time to build a relationship. But when it was halftime, we went in there, I spoke to him. I told him, it's okay, I'm here. Quarterbacks is here, running backs is here. All we need y'all to do is do y'all job. Came out, they did their job, and big plays just kept happening. And that just shows, as long as we just calm, collective, we work as a team, no one stops.
19 carries today, you only lost 3 yards. You only had 3 negative yards today. I mean, your mentality out there when someone's got your ankles that say, I'm just not going to lose any yards.
Especially with, my mom always talked to me, my toughest critic. So with me, it's I always feel that one person should not be able to take me down. And then all week, I've seen lately, all I keep doing is running out of bounds, running out. I showed, today, I want to show that I can play downhill football at this level. And that's what I did today.
Talk about Wick coming into the game and giving you guys a spark. I mean, obviously that's pretty big for a freshman to do.
Shout out Big Wick. With him, it's even when he was in there, all I kept telling him was just be comfortable. We know he had a cannon. We knew that was going on. And we told him, you don't got to be DJ. Don't come in here thinking you're going to run like number one and just play your game. He played his game and it worked out. Had some very big passes and it worked out for him.
Falcons coach says stats are for losers, but you hit that 100-yard mark, I think, for the first time this year today. How often do you watch that, and how big was it for you to get there?
Honestly, coming into FCS, at first, all I was thinking about, because coming from LR, all I had was 100-yard games, big games, and I had to understand, it was getting into my brain, it's okay, just calm down and play your game. I'm not even trying to force big plays. Today, I just was calm, I played my game, and the plays came to me. So I think that's how I'm going to continue to handle the game. And he was kind of right, stats doesn't matter, because you can have a great game with low stats. So I agree.
What do you think the biggest thing you learned about your offense, your team is today going into the more Southern Conference games down the West?
As long as we can continue to stay positive and be physical, I feel like no one can compete with us. We have all the parts, we have the old vets, we have the best coaches. As long as we can just keep being physical and keep doing what we're doing, I feel like no one will be able to compete with us.
You can have all the yards in the world, David. How special is it to finally get in the end zone?
It felt good.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what to celebrate. I didn't know what to do. I had so many dances in my head. I was just I just wanted to really take that one in. It felt really good.
Looking forward to Sanford next week back on the road. I mean, what do you guys take from this game moving forward, and what do you guys need to clean up and maybe a little this week?
One thing about us, like Coach Jacob said, we got the 24-hour rule, but tomorrow, to hit it hard. That's what a lot of people don't understand. We work very hard. And if we just continue to work hard, continue to have our coaches sit on our back, the rest is going to work out. So I know going on Sanford, they're a very good team, fast and physical team. It's got to be faster, be physical. We can continue to just minimize our penalties